All right, there we go. So let's get started by chanting Om together. So you can sit up nice and tall, bring your hands together at your heart, and close your eyes. Thank you all so much. You can keep your eyes closed for a moment, hands together at your heart. And I just want to share with you a poem from Ooooh. I am still learning to make language out of my pain, to write out all the ache. I am still teaching my fragile and my strong that they can coexist. All right, so you can open your eyes, release your hands. This week we are focusing on hip opening poses. So if you've been to a couple of my classes before, you've experienced a bit of hip opening. They are my favorite type of pose because they get into the juicy stuff. My husband is terrified of them. He hates them because he's so stiff, and I can't teach them to him because he shouts at me. But I love them so much. So getting into the hips is a lot about the hip flexors. So the hip flexors are the muscles that either make us fight or flight, right? So like the psoas muscles. Have you ladies heard of the psoas muscles? So psoas muscles connect at the lumbar spine. They go inside your hips and connect to your femur bone. So it's the muscles that make you run away or curl up in a ball to protect your vital organs. And these muscles are very necessary, obviously, in survival mode to protect yourself. But nowadays, we are so stressed all the time, so our bodies are always in fight or flight mode. So those muscles are always engaged, which they're not made to do. When those muscles are engaged, they stimulate the production of cortisol, which increases your stress. So it's just like a vicious cycle. So these hip opening poses specifically work on those psoas muscles to lengthen them, release them, and put you back into a restful, restorative mode instead of the fight or flight mode. Okay, so that's physically what's going on. Emotionally what's going on, which is the delicious part, is your hips energetically are like a junk drawer in your house. So it's where we put all of the stuff, the emotional stuff that we don't want to deal with. So we stuff it in the drawer, we close the drawer, and we ignore it. But that is the stuff that sits and festers, and that's the stuff that comes up when we are angry, when we're upset, when we are jealous or unforgiving. All of that stuff sits there and bubbles and then comes up when we're emotional. So we want to, as yogis, living a yogic, peaceful, contented lifestyle, we want to deal with that stuff. So when we do have emotions, that stuff doesn't come pouring out and cut the people that actually haven't hurt us. Okay. So it's all about unresolved past relationship stuff. So it's with the relationship with your parents, with your children, with intimate partners, with friends, with business partners, anything any relationship where you are creative, where you're creating something, which in my view is any relationship with another being. You're creating a whole reality with them. So today we're going to use a mantra. The mantra is let go. Okay. So what happens in these classes, I've had it many times with my teachers, is we go into the hip poses and this anger comes up, or this laughter comes up, or these tears come up, and you're in the poses for a bit longer than usual, and you're thinking, oh my God, I want to punch this yoga teacher in the face. I'm so cross with her. What is she doing? Firstly, very bad karma to think bad thoughts about your yoga teacher. Secondly, all of that stuff that is coming up is obviously meant to come up and come out. It's not me. It's your stuff that's coming up. Okay, so don't get cross with me, and I'll give you nice rubs at the end. Okay. Also, before we continue, I am very hands-on. If you don't feel like being touched today, just stick your hand up. I like it when I can touch everybody. Okay, so we're going to go into our poses now, our physical asana class, and we're going to set that mantra with the breath. So the ujjayi breath is that beautiful deep breath in and out through your nose, where you're slightly constricting the back of your throat. And then the mantra, let go. On an inhale breath, you say to yourself, let. On an exhale breath, go. So that whatever emotions do come up, whatever thoughts come up, whatever distractions you want to try and distract yourself with, you're already telling yourself to let that stuff go and come back to the present moment. And I'm going to teach you how to use your breath to really get into all those little nooks and crannies and juicy spots. All right. So roll over your ankles and start off in downward facing dog. All right, so engaging that most important ujjayi breath. So you're slightly constricting the back of your throat, making an audible sound with your breath. Okay. Make sure your fingers are spread nice and wide. Pinky fingers touching the edges of your mat. Middle fingers pointing straight forward. All right. Everybody come high up onto the balls of your feet. Bend your knees slightly and push your heart to touch your knees. So push your heart all the way to touch your knees. All right. Keep your spine exactly as it is, like this, and then gently straighten your legs out. Okay, good. Then bring your awareness to your shoulder blades and move your shoulder blades away from each other. So you're opening your upper back. Good. All right, we've got 3 more breaths here. Set that mantra. Inhale, let. Exhale, go. Inhale. Exhale, 2. Inhale. Exhale, 3. Oopsie, that's the wrong way. Inhale, start to walk your feet all the way up to your face. Bring your feet hip width distance apart, so that's 2 fists in between your feet. Bend your knees and place your hands flat on the mat ahead of your feet, so that hands and feet make a square. All right, so your hands are flat. You can use blocks here if you need to. Fingers pointing straight forward. Inhale here, and as you exhale, start to straighten your legs out without your hands lifting. Do that. There we go. All right, let your head hang completely. Relax your neck. And we've got 3 breaths here. Inhale. Exhale, 1. Inhale. Exhale, 2. Inhale, let. Exhale, go, 3. Inhale, toe heel your feet all the way to the edges of your mat. Your toes go off the mat, your heels stay on the mat. So toes off the mat, heels on the mat. And you're going to come to sit down in Malasana yogic squat. Okay, if this is impossible for you, grab a block and you can sit on a block. Okay, otherwise you're sitting down, bringing the very tips of your elbows into your knees. So not your triceps, not your shoulders, tips of your elbows into your knees. Push your knees apart, hands together at your heart. Okay. And then press into your elbows, lift your chest to your hands. Don't let your shoulders round down, so you're pushing your shoulders back and down, sitting down as much as you can, forearms in one straight line. Beautiful, gaze is slightly lifted. Is everybody feeling some stuff in their hips? Nice. All right, 3 breaths here. Inhale. Exhale, 1. Inhale, in and out through your nose. Exhale, 2. Inhale. Exhale, 3. Inhale, hands down to the floor. Exhale, straighten your legs, lift your bum up. Inhale, toe heel your feet all the way to touch one another. All right, bend your knees, tuck your chin to your chest. Inhale, gently round up through your spine, stack vertebra upon vertebra. Roll your shoulders back, and your head's the last to come up. All right, moving through our sun salutation, Surya Namaskar. So make sure you're standing right at the front of your mat. You can have your blocks handy on either side of your mat. All right, toes and heels together. Lifting your toes up, spread them wide and place them down one by one. Okay, good. So you're grounding down through your feet, lifting up through the arches of your feet. So you do that by just bringing your ankle bones away from each other slightly. Okay, you're feeling that lift coming all the way up your legs, up your thigh, all the way through the crown of your head, pulling you up to the ceiling. Shoulders are relaxed, chin parallel with the floor. Hands are facing forward but relaxed. Okay, good. Tadasana, mountain pose. Inhale, reach your arms up, palms touch, look to your thumbs. Exhale, hands through your heart, fold all the way down. Inhale, step your right leg back into a lunge. We're going to hold it here for 5 breaths. All right. So push your heel, push into that back heel. Come up onto your fingertips, look to the front of the room. Sink your hips down, lift your chest up. Good. Knee should be at a 90-degree angle, so make sure that front knee is protected. That's been about 3 breaths. 2 more. Inhale, let. Exhale, go. Inhale. And exhale, step back, downward facing dog. All right, downward facing dog. Your hands are spread nice and wide. Good. Everybody looks magnificent in their down dogs. Inhale, move forward to plank pose. Body is in one strong straight line. You're pressing into your heels, growing tall through the crown of your head. Suck that belly button in. Inhale here. Exhale, knees come down first. Shift your weight forward. Keep your bum up. Chin and chest lower down to the ground. Okay. Flatten down. Inhale, point your toes. Lift your chest. Baby cobra. Exhale, tuck toes. Seat to heels. Downward facing dog. Holding it here, 5 breaths. Inhale. Exhale, 1. Inhale. Exhale, 2. Inhale. Exhale, 3. Inhale, let. Exhale, go 4. Inhale. Exhale, 5. Inhale, step your right foot forward in between your hands. Grab that ankle, help it forward if you need to. Good, look up. Exhale, left foot forward. Inhale, reach forward and up, palms touch above your head, look up to your thumbs. Exhale, hands through your heart, fold all the way down again, straight over to the other side. Inhale, step left leg back into a lunge, hold it here. So your hands should be in line with your foot. So bring your foot forward a bit, Louise. Yeah, all hands back, that's cool. Same. All right, straighten this back leg out as much as you can. Press into your heel. Sink your hips down, lift your chest up. Okay, good, but now straighten this leg. Yes, fantastic. Okay, 2 more breaths here. Inhale. Exhale, 1. Inhale. Exhale, step back, downward facing dog. Good. Inhale, move forward to plank pose. All right, lift these hips slightly. Tuck that tailbone, tuck, but don't drop your hips. Suck your belly button in. Belly button, belly button, belly button. Yes, inhale here. Exhale, knees down first. Chest and chin down. So don't collapse your belly down. Lower your chest and chin down. Good. All the way down to the floor. Flatten down to the mat. Inhale, lift up, baby cobra. Exhale, tuck toes, seat to heels. Downward facing dog. Hold it here. 5 breaths. Inhale. Exhale, 1. Press these hands down. Each fingertip, each knuckle. Inhale. Exhale, 2. Inhale, let. Exhale, go 3. Inhale. Exhale, 4. Inhale. Exhale, 5. Inhale, step your left foot forward in between your hands. Help that foot forward if you need to. Look up. Exhale, right foot forward. Inhale, reach forward and up. Palms touch above your head. And exhale, come to stand, Tadasana. All right, so we're going to go into Vinyasa now. So that's linking movement with breath. So every breath there's a movement. We're not going to hold it all. Inhale, reach up, look to your thumbs, relax your shoulders. Exhale, hands through your heart, fold forward. Inhale, step right leg back into a lunge, look up. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, forward to plank pose. Engage your belly. Exhale, knees, chest and chin. Chest and chin down. Yes, there we go. Inhale, baby cobra, point your toes, lift your chest. Good. Exhale, tuck toes, seat to heels, downward facing dog. Inhale, step right foot forward in between your hands, look up. Exhale, left foot forward. Inhale, reach forward and up, palms touch above your head. Exhale, hands through your heart, fold forward. Inhale, step left foot back, look up. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, forward to plank pose. Exhale, knees, chest and chin down. Shift your weight forward, chest down, squeeze elbows in, chest down, yes. Inhale, baby cobra, point your toes, lift your chest. Exhale, tuck toes, seat to heels, downward facing dog. Inhale, step left foot forward in between your hands, look up. Exhale, right foot forward. Inhale, reach forward and up, palms touch above your head. Exhale, come to stand, Tadasana. All right. So this next pose we're going to do is a figure 4 balance pose. So a little bit about balance. Yeah. No, I don't like balance. And a little bit about hip flexing, opening the hip flexors. Okay, so I'm going to demonstrate first. So what we're going to do, inhale, bend knees, touch fingertips to the floor, come into Utkatasana. Hands to your heart. I'll explain it all step by step. Grounding into one leg, you're lifting the other leg and placing your ankle onto your knee. Knee out to the sides, and you can bring hands down onto ankle and onto thigh, pushing that thigh down, sitting down into the pose as much as you can. Okay, and we're going to hold this here for 5 breaths. And then to come out, you go out the same way you came in, through Utkatasana, and come to stand. Okay. Secret with balancing poses is to find your dristi, which means your gaze, your focal point. So I'm going to go to the back of the class, because if I do it and fall over, then everybody falls over. So find a still point on the wall ahead of you, and really connect with that breath. Okay, that Ujjayi breath is all important. So find your Tadasana first. Inhale to bend your knees, touch your fingertips to the floor, reach your arms up into Utkatasana, chair pose. Exhale, bring your hands to your heart. Grounding into your left foot, lift your right foot. Place that right ankle onto your left knee, right knee out to the side. Both hands come onto your leg, one hand onto your ankle, one hand onto your thigh. And then sit down as much as you can, pushing into that thigh, opening into that hip joint. All right, don't commit to the fall. Stay where you are. 3 more breaths. Inhale. Exhale, 1. Inhale. Exhale, 2. Inhale. Exhale, 3. Inhale, hands to your heart, lifting up. Lift your leg, replace that foot down. Knees stay bent, reach arms up, Utkatasana. And exhale, come to stand back in Tadasana. Release your hands, shake it out. Smile a little bit. It's okay, that one side's done, one side to go. Remember that mantra of let go. All right. Find your Tadasana again. Find that focal point. Inhale, bend your knees, touch your fingertips to the floor, reach up, Utkatasana, chair pose. Exhale, hands to your heart, grounding into right foot. Inhale, lift your left leg up, ankle onto your knee. Right hand to ankle, left hand to thigh, not to your knee, but to your thigh. And then sit down as much as you can, push that thigh out. Keep flexing this left foot. Yes. Good. 3 more breaths. Inhale. Exhale, 1. Inhale. Exhale, 2. Inhale. Exhale, 3. Inhale, hands to your heart. Exhale, lift up. Release that foot. Reach arms up. Utkatasana. Inhale. And exhale, fold all the way forward. Uttanasana. All right, inhale, step right leg back into a lunge, look up. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, forward to plank pose. Exhale, knees, chest and chin down. Inhale, baby cobra, point your toes, lift your chest. Exhale, tuck toes, seat to heels, downward facing dog. All right, inhale, step your right foot forward in between your hands, drop your back knee down. Okay, so you can fold that mat over to have a bit of padding if you need to, but you want to try get quite a bit of space between front foot and back knee. All right, and then you can unflip your toes. Coming up onto your fingertips, inhale to lengthen your spine, look up. Exhale, you're going to sink those hips down as much as you can. Really working into that left psoas, left hip flexor. All right, so breathe. You can unflip your toes. Everybody unflip your toes. Point toes back. Yes. All right, so lifting your chest, looking up. And the way we use our breath to get into all those juicy bits and start to let them go and process them is when you inhale, take that breath, that new energy, that new life to wherever you're feeling anything going on in your hips. And as you exhale, you gather up all that tension, all that stress, all that shit, and breathe it out. Let it go. 2 more breaths here. Inhale. Exhale, 1. Inhale, let. Exhale, go, 2. Inhale, lift your arms, your torso up, arms alongside your ears. Relax your shoulders, sinking down but pressing strongly into that front leg. All right, 3 breaths here. Inhale. Exhale, sink a little bit deeper. Inhale. Exhale, 2. Inhale here. Exhale, bring your hands down both on the inside of that foot and toe heel that foot out to the side of your mat. Okay. Hands come underneath your shoulders. All right, this pose, you can take it at different stages. So wherever your body is at, that's where you hang out. If you can't breathe in a pose, it means you've gone too far. So back off a little bit. Your breath is all important. Okay, so this is the first stage. Coming up onto your fingertips, looking forward, sinking hips down. Okay, next stage is inhale, tuck your toes under and straighten that back leg. Again, lifting your gaze, looking up. All right. Third stage is bringing elbows down in line with your heels. Okay, keep that back leg straight, and again, gaze is lifted up. If you can't get elbows all the way down, you can place your elbows on blocks if you need to. Okay, but keep lifting that gaze, looking up to the front of the room. So the more you look up, the more you sink your hips down. And then try not to let that knee splay out to the side. So pull it in towards you. So you need elbows in line with your heel back there. So bring this foot forward a little bit, else you're putting too much pressure on this joint. Okay. Breathe. Everybody, if you can't breathe, you've gone too far. Don't die on me. Please. Okay, we've got 2 more breaths here. Inhale, squeeze that knee in towards your shoulder. Exhale, 1. Inhale. Exhale, 2. All right, wherever you are, inhale, walk your hands back towards you. Tuck those back toes, step back, downward facing dog. All right, drop your knees down onto the floor. Bring your big toes together, knees out to the sides. Sit back onto your heels, come into child's pose, forehead to the mat. Breathe, breathe here. Take this opportunity to really get into your breath and extend your exhale breath. That helps to cool you down and it helps to bring your heart rate back down. Because when we start to work with the psoas muscles, panic comes up a little bit, and cortisol, and all of that stuff. And I read a very interesting thing the other day about flexibility, is when you start to push your body beyond what you think, or what it thinks it's capable of, you trigger that fight-flight mode, because where you are right now, you're safe. And when you start to stress your body, you trigger the fight-flight mode. So we want to do the opposite, right? So we want to push, but at the same time, we really want to be breathing deeply. We really want that intention of let go to be present in our minds, so that we are manipulating the autonomic nervous system to relax and rest instead of go into fight-flight. All right. Walk your hands out far ahead of you. Inhale, tuck your toes. Exhale, downward facing dog. All right. Inhale to step your left foot forward in between your hands. Exhale, drop your back knee, unflip your toes. Okay, if you need to roll your mat over, you can do that. Hands are in line with that front foot. You can scoot your front foot towards the front of your mat, or take your back knee to the back of the mat. Right up onto your fingertips. Inhale, lengthen your spine, look up. Exhale, sink those hips all the way down. Make sure that knee is at a 90-degree angle. All right, inhale, let. Exhale, go. Inhale, breathe that oxygen into wherever you feel anything. Exhale, gather it up, breathe it out. 2 more here. Inhale. Exhale, 1. Inhale. Exhale, 2. On your next inhale breath, reach your arms, your torso up. Arms alongside your ears. Relax your shoulders. Still sinking down, but protecting that knee at a 90-degree angle. Gaze is lifted to where the wall meets the ceiling. 3 breaths. Inhale. Exhale, 1. Inhale, relax these shoulders. Yes. Exhale, 2. Inhale, let. Exhale, go, 3. Inhale, both hands down on the inside of that knee. Exhale, toe heel the foot all the way out to the edge of your mat. All right. And wherever you went on the other side, go to that same place on this side. Even if you're more flexible on one of the sides, just keep it balanced until the inflexible side catches up. Okay, so wherever you were, you're going to stay. Inhale, tuck your back toes. Exhale, straighten that back leg if that's where you're going. And again, if that's where you're going, walk your hands down, elbows onto the floor or onto blocks. But keep hands or elbows in line with your heel. All right, and then squeeze that knee in towards your shoulder. And lift your gaze. So you want to imagine that you've got a baby cobra, bhujangasana chest. So look up, drop your hips down, lift your gaze. Good. 3 more breaths. Inhale. Exhale, 1. Inhale. Exhale, 2. Inhale. Exhale, 3. All right, wherever you are, bring your hands back. Inhale, tuck your back toes. Exhale, downward facing dog. All right, you can drop down onto your knees. Take your knees wide apart. Sit back onto your heels. Take a moment here. Deep breath in. Long, slow breath out. Deep breath in. Long, slow breath out. Anybody feel like they want to punch me? Yeah, okay, we got a couple. That's cool. Breathe it out. Let it go. All right, one last deep inhale breath. And a long, slow exhale. Inhale, tuck your toes. Exhale, push back, downward facing dog. All right. Inhale to point your right toes up to the ceiling as high as you can. Open that hip out to the side. Bring your heel down to your bum. Point your knee up to the ceiling. You can have a look at me if you don't know what I'm talking about. And then turn to look underneath your right armpit. Okay, so try and point your knee up to the ceiling, not back behind you. All right, open that hip out as much as you can. 2 more breaths. Inhale. Exhale, 1. Inhale. Exhale, 2. Inhale, point your toes up to the ceiling as high as you can. Exhale, bend that knee into your chest. Bring right knee all the way up towards your right ankle and foot all the way up to your left ankle. And you're going to come to sit down. Okay. If this is completely impossible, grab a block, prop yourself up on that block. Okay. So you want your hips square, your spine straight, and that back foot straight. So try not to roll over onto that right bum cheek. Okay. So flex that foot as much as you can. Ultimately, you want to try and get your shin parallel to the top of your mat. Okay, that's where we're aiming. But if that is impossible, then you can bring that shin a little bit closer in towards you. Okay, toes straight back behind you. Up onto your fingertips. Inhale, puff your chest up, look forward. Sink your hips down, and exhale, start to walk your hands out. Okay, again, stop at whatever phase or whatever stage your body is happy at. If you're staying on your elbows, stack your hands one on top of each other, forehead onto your hands. Or you can start to walk your hands all the way out and bring your forehead down onto the floor. Okay. And we're going to spend a little bit of extra time here. Okay. So really get into that ujjayi breath. Ujjayi is super important in this pose. And then use that trick that I gave you. There we go. So inhale, take all of that fresh energy, that fresh blood, that new oxygen into wherever you're feeling anything. And as you exhale, gather that all that stuff, that tension up, and breathe it out. Let it go. It is no longer serving you. It's no longer contributing to your growth. It's just taking up unnecessary space and causing discomfort and dis-ease. So deep breath in, long breath out. Inhale, let. Exhale, go. Inhale and exhale. Really extend your breath, using your breath to calm that autonomic nervous system. Using your breath to take you out of the fight or flight mode. Using your breath to control your body and your nervous system. That's one of the reasons we practice yoga and we practice breathing techniques, so that we can take control of our bodies, so that we can take control of our minds. So check in for a moment and see what your brain is telling you. And remember, what your brain tells you is not necessarily the truth. So keep coming back. Whatever thoughts are coming into your mind, allow them to come. and then let them go. Come back to your breath. Come back to the sensations in your body. Inhale, let. Exhale, go. 2 more breaths here. Inhale. Exhale, 1. Inhale. Exhale, 2. Inhale, gently start to walk your hands back towards you. Take your time. There's no rush to get out of this pose. If you've got a block under your bum, move it out the way. And we're going to roll over onto the right, swing that left leg around, and stack your shins on top of each other. Okay. Sukhasana, the joyful pose. All right, so you're stacking shins on top of each other, and it's ankle to knee pose. So your ankle is on your knee, knee on your ankle. Feet are free and clear of the body, so your feet are not on your knees. Okay, good. Flex both of those feet to make sure that your ankles and knees are safe. If this is completely impossible, you can lean back slightly and place that right foot onto the floor. Okay. Left foot onto your knee, good, keep that foot flexed. And then what you want to do is kind of scoot yourself forward, get into that pose a little bit deeper. Okay. If you're okay in this version, all right, remember feet are flexed, ankle to knee pose. You can pull the fleshy bits of your bum back behind you. Hands come in front of you. If you want to hang out just like this, that's fine. If you want to take it one step further, inhale, lengthen, and exhale, start to fold forwards. Okay. Every breath you inhale, lengthen. Exhale, fold a little bit deeper. Same if you're still sitting up. Every breath you're scooching yourself a little bit closer in towards yourself. And we've got 3 breaths here. Inhale. Exhale, 1. Inhale, let. Exhale, go 2. Inhale. Exhale, 3. Did I say 3 breaths? Okay, thanks. Inhale, coming all the way back up. All right, wherever you are, unravel your legs and extend them out ahead of you. Okay, you can shake them out a little bit. Okay, inhale, bend right knee up. Cross your right foot over your left knee and flex that left foot strongly. Okay, so your foot's on the ground, yeah. Inhale, reach left arm up. Exhale, elbow to the outside of your knee. Right hand back behind you, fingers pointing away. Push that elbow against your knee. Turn to look over your back shoulder. Keep that left foot flexed. Good. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, twist a little bit deeper. Inhale. Exhale, 2. Inhale. Exhale, 3. Inhale, turn to face the front. Exhale, counter twist all the way around to the other side. Inhale, back to center. Exhale, extend that leg. Bending both your knees, cross your ankles over one another, roll over your ankles, push back into downward facing dog. All right, reset your breath here if you've lost that connection. Reset your mantra. Inhale, let. Exhale, go. Inhale, point your left toes up to the ceiling as high as you can get them. Open, open, open that hip out to the side. Then bend your knee, bring your foot to your bum, point your knee up to the ceiling. Turn to look underneath your left armpit. All right, keep that right leg straight and strong. Yes. All right, 2 more breaths. Inhale. Exhale, 1. Inhale. Exhale, 2. Inhale, point your toes right up. Exhale, sweep that knee forward. Bring knee to your right, left wrist, foot to your right wrist, and come down into pigeon. Okay. So again, go to whatever level you went to on the other side. So keep it equal, keep it balanced. If you put a block underneath there on that side, do the same on this side. When you're ready, you can inhale, lengthen, and exhale, start to walk all the way down. Okay, hips are square, toes are pointed straight back. Make sure your kneecap is on the mat. Good. And breathe. Inhale to take all of that freshly oxygenated blood to everywhere that you feel that stuff. And exhale, let that shit go. You do not need it anymore. Beautiful deep breaths in and out through your nose, really trying to extend your exhale, and that helps to bring you into that restful, restorative state. Check in with your mind. Where are your thoughts? What are they telling you? Is it the truth? Deep breath in, let. Long breath out, go. Inhale, let. Exhale, go. We've got 3 more breaths here. Inhale. Exhale, 1. Inhale. Exhale, 2. Inhale. Exhale, 3. Inhale, walk your hands back towards you. Move the block out of the way. And then roll all the way over onto the left bum cheek and bring that right leg around. Stack shins on top of each other. Again, if you placed your foot on the ground on the one side, do the same on the side. If you stacked your shins, do the same. Flex your feet strongly, ankle to knee pose. Feet are off your knees. All right, if you folded forward on the other side, then move those fleshy bits out of the way. Hands to the floor in front of you. Inhale, lengthen, and exhale, start to fold forward. All right, everybody keep those feet flexed. Your knees are at very strange angles here, so we want to protect them. Okay, I think you need to switch legs. Yes. Yeah, there we go. All right, and scooching closer, closer, closer. Every breath, folding forward, down, 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 a bit deeper every breath. 3 more. Inhale. Exhale, 1. Inhale, let. Exhale, go, 2. Inhale. Exhale, 3. Inhale, coming back up. Extend both legs out. Shake them out a little bit if you need to. All right. Bending your left knee. Place your left foot over your right knee. Flex that right foot. Inhale to reach your right arm up. Exhale, elbow to the outside of your knee. Left hand back behind you. Push that elbow against your knee. Turn to look over right shoulder. Flex that right foot. Sorry, turn to look over left shoulder. Yeah. Got it. 3 breaths. Inhale. Exhale, 1. Inhale. Exhale, 2. Inhale. Exhale, 3. Inhale, turn to face the front. Exhale, counter twist all the way around. Inhale, back to center. Exhale, extend that leg out. All right, and then turn all the way around to face the back of the room. Grab your 2 blocks and come to lie down. Does anybody need extra blocks? You need 1. Thank you. You need 2. Okay, very good. There we go, there we go. Okay, so come to lie flat on your back. have your blocks handy. All right, your feet are on the mat, hip width distance apart, and you should be able to brush your heels with your fingertips. Okay, so you want to be able to touch your heels. Good. All right, press into your feet and lift your hips up. Okay, grab a hold of your blocks and stack them one on top of the other, or on that highest level of the one if you want, Jess. So whatever levels you feel good, make sure the blocks are running lengthways, same way as your spine. Okay, so lengthways. Good. So you can even use one block and make it on the highest level, 2 blocks stacked on the second highest level, or 2 blocks on the lowest level, whatever you need. All right. And then walk your elbows and shoulders as close in towards each other as you can get them. All right. And then walk your feet out away from you. So towards the back of the room. Feet towards the back of the room. But keep your toes on the mat. Okay, so don't take your legs wide. Keep your feet hip width distance apart. So bring feet a bit closer, yeah. And then scoot your feet out away from you. Toes stay on the floor. Feet a bit closer. A little bit more. So towards one another, and then straighten your legs out. Yeah, like that. Good. Okay, so you should now be feeling a stretch across the front side of your body. And this is exactly where your hips are. That's where the psoas muscles are. So the higher you go on the blocks, and the more you scoot your feet out, the more you're lengthening into those muscles. All right, so you can close your eyes here, but don't lose the connection with your breath. So deep breaths in and out through your nose. Slightly constrict the back of your throat. Inhale, let. Exhale, go. Inhale, let. Exhale, go. This is a really good pose to do at home. If you don't have blocks, then you can use Harry Potter books. Just to start to lengthen and release those hip flexors, those psoas muscles. On your next inhale breath, gently start to walk your feet back towards you. Press your feet into the mat. Lift your hips up. Move the blocks out of the way and gently roll your spine vertebra by vertebra all the way down to the floor. Take a moment to press the back of your head into the mat. Press your tailbone into the mat strongly. And then hug your knees onto your chest for a moment. Really give yourself a nice big hug. Rock from side to side. And I'm going to put the question to you, when was the last time you paid yourself a compliment? Let this be that time. You are the most magnificent and important human being on this planet. And without you, none of this would exist. There is no point in you playing small. We need your bigness. We need your energy. All right, releasing your legs. Grab a hold of the bolster I've put next to you. And your 2 blocks, have them handy as well. Okay, does everybody have one? All right, so you can sit up and you're going to place the bolster behind your lower back. Okay. And you're going to lie down on the bolster, soles of your feet to touch, and you're going to use your blocks to prop up your legs. Okay. This is also a really good pose to do at home. It's a restorative pose, and it starts to encourage the release of those psoas muscles. All right, so we're going to spend Shavasana in Supta Baddha Konasana, which translated means goddess pose. So have your arms out away from you, palms facing up to the ceiling in a gesture of surrender, release, and acceptance. If at any point you feel very uncomfortable, you can come off the bolster and straighten your legs. Okay, I'm just going to help you here, so you do it like that. Yeah, soles of your feet to touch. How's that supported? Good, okay. All right, so take a deep breath in, open your mouth, and sigh out. Another one like that. Inhale. One more. Releasing your ujjayi breath. Coming back to your natural breath. Relaxing your body completely. So really giving yourself the permission to relax. But keep your mantra throughout this Shavasana, this conscious relaxation. Every breath, inhale, let, and exhale, go. Inhale, let, exhale, go. Letting go of everything completely, finding your special place of peace. Gently and slowly start to bring the awareness back to your body. Take a deep breath in and a long, slow breath out. Wriggle your fingers and your toes. Take your arms up above your head. You can point your legs straight if you'd like to. Have a full body stretch. And release. And then gently make your way off the bolster. Coming to a comfortable seated position, facing me, hands together at your heart. Just take this opportunity to thank yourself for being here this afternoon, for showing up, for doing the work. Thank your body for all the wonderful things it did for you in class today, and for all the exceptional things it does every single day. I wish you peace, peace, peace. The divine light in me recognizes, respects, and appreciates the divine light in you. When I am in that place in me, and you are in that place in you, we are one. Namaste.